Hey everyone, what's going on? Joey here, and last night was another great episode of The Masked Singer. Right now, we're going to go ahead and go through all the clues, the pitch correct audio, and a little tease for Group C whenever we see them. But before we get started, make sure you subscribe, you turn on notifications, and you give this video a thumbs up. Let's get started. So last night, man, was a really good episode, and I know a lot of you guys were sending me messages like, oh my god, can you believe this? Can you believe who's revealed? Did you guess this? Did you guess that? It really was a curveball for a lot of you guys. Before we dive into the episode, let's go through just a few little things. First, we actually know that we are not going to get another episode, at least for another week and a half for The Masked Singer. I know it's upsetting. So next week, no new episode. We have the World Series. I know, not fun. We'll still be doing videos on the channel, so don't worry. We will reveal a few folks along these lines behind me. Last night's guest judge was Joe McHale, which I think that by now, I think he should become a permanent part of this show. This was his second episode on. Every single time he comes on, it is a really good time. We did get to see the Crocodile. I'll move out of the way. We got to see the Crocodile, the Seahorse, the baby alien, the Serpent, and the Whatchamacallit perform. These guys, they get better every single episode. They truly do. I have to say something really weird about last night's episode. I don't know if it was something just maybe here in the New York City area, but towards the end of the episode, did your TV go black? Yeah, this is what happened to mine.
Coming up next on Fox.
Former MVP and Kenley Jansen.
Before I guess, I just want to tell you how much we fell in love with you.
Yeah, the little logo popped up, that World Series or whatever came up for baseball, disappeared. I wound up missing 2 minutes of the show. I DVR'd it and kind of went back and then have it recorded. I don't know what happened there. So did that happen to you guys as well? I know it was kind of annoying, but anyway, it is what it is. There was a tease, a 2-second tease, teasing Group C whenever we get to see them, that involved 3 of the contestants singing together. Here's a clip.
This all new episode.
Yeah, right? So we get the broccoli, the jellyfish, and the mushroom performing some kind of song. Yeah, it was a short clip, but it was kind of like a little commercial saying, oh, the Masked Singer will be back. So we got to see a little bit, a nice little tease. I don't know if we're going to get any kind of maybe some kind of recap episode sometime next week, or maybe a re-airing of one of the other episodes, just so that things can kind of keep up in the Masked Singer world. Maybe next week we'll get to find out who the contestants are on The Masked Dancer, considering that they start recording, and if you're watching this video, today is Thursday, they start recording tomorrow, Friday. Yeah, so maybe we might get to see some of that. Anyway, let's jump into last night's episode. Who was revealed last night and who's gonna get the X? It was the baby alien, and it was NFL quarterback Mark Sanchez. Let's put the X on him. I know you guys, none of you guys guessed him. None of you guys and none of the judges. So that was a really good episode. I did tell you yesterday during our live stream that was going to be the Whatchamacallit or the baby alien that was going to be revealed. Now let's go ahead and jump into last night's clues. If you're anything like me, you went ahead and you typed up everything and you have it all set up and ready to go. Yeah, we kind of do that on this channel. We are going to go through the pitch correct audio. It's going to be at the end of the video, so that way it's kind of easier to go through these clues. We're going to start off with the Serpent. Now, I do want to add one thing. During the entire episode, they did reveal a special clue for everyone. It was a childhood clue. So something from their past that they kind of brought back. Which was kind of funny because the episode started off with seeing baby photos of all the judges. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into this. So the Serpent, it starts off with him holding a croissant with a bacon on it, standing outside of an ATM where he's typing in the numbers. It says error. He gets a receipt that says $2 remaining. So someone who doesn't come for a lot of money and struggled. He said, I've taken an orthodox path to get here. Starting out, I could barely make rent, which we can all assume is a rent reference, right? He's shown in a clothing store where there's a mannequin in the background dressed as a doctor. He said that he sold clothes and did manual labor to make money. He was then shown behind a electrical panel that said electrical transformer, and he touched it and got a little electric shock. He had a little hard hat on. He said he had patience when he got to the gate of the fancy mansion, but the gatekeeper said no, no, no. Some of you guys are saying that's a clue. I don't know how yet, but we will find out. We see him driving a pink Cadillac with a golden croissant trophy, and his childhood clue was a baby bottle on wheels, and he said, got milk or got clues? Got clues, which tells you that maybe he's someone that has posed for the Got Milk campaign. I know, right? So feel free to comment below who you think he is. Next was the Crocodile. It started off with us seeing a house with the number 5 on it. We see an American flag, a pirate flag, a pond with lily pads in the backyard. We also see inside the house an anchor, hairspray, a mirror ball, and a Crocodile family reunion 2014 photo. So there has to be some kind of significance with that. He's then shown in the backyard surrounded by an orange tree and dead roses as he says, I used to stand in my backyard performing to each weed and rose petal. Weed and rose petal. That's an interesting clue to go off of. He says, my own father didn't believe in my talent. And then we see a mustached crocodile, assuming it's his father, watching 30 Croc, which is a play off of 30 Rock. Maybe this person was on 30 Rock? Maybe, who knows? He later says that he gave his first paycheck of $100 to his father, who cried actual crocodile tears and believed in him. He said a few years later, Shazam, my field of dreams became a reality, and his childhood clue was a crocodile piñata, which Nick kind of beat up, and there was baby dolphins inside. So feel free to comment below who you think that is. Next is the Seahorse. Good old Seahorse. We see a wagon. This person has a lot of Western themes, doesn't it? Yeah. We see a wagon that has a crossed out broken smile symbol on it. She shows up to the Under the Sea Salon and Rodeo that has a place your bet sign out front. So maybe someone who performed in Vegas? I don't know. She says, I'm a bit tame in my normal life, but when I stepped into this costume, my inner diva Seahorse Fierce came out. This is the second or third time she's used the word diva, describing herself, not as her normal self, but as her self that you really don't know. We then see the Men in Black wearing Daisy Dukes, which I know the guys watch this channel, so hey guys, I kind of wish that we could have seen that in real life, not as a cartoon. You guys would have pulled it off, especially because you guys were doing a lot of crazy dance moves during yesterday's show. Then we see a clown with a fail sign, a bull, a green light, a broken heart sign that says, a dream is a wish your heart makes. So someone who obviously sings something for Disney, because that's a Disney song. You know, that's one of the oldest Disney songs, right? It's from Cinderella. A dream is a wish your heart makes. So yeah, a Disney song. We see clocks with wings on them that are set to 9 o'clock. And then after that, she said that when she was young, she acted like a hero and wanted to make a name for herself. So someone maybe who was very young and wanted to go ahead and be a singer. Maybe did some competitions as she was very young. She said that when she was heartbroken, she posted up in her room on what would have felt like 1,000 years, spilling her soul into a page. So someone who went through a lot of heartache and then wrote about it and made songs about it. Like many people, she says she's experienced unimaginable loss and pain. Oh, that's not fun. Her childhood clue was a blue balloon, and when you popped it, rainbow feathers came out. So comment below who you think that is. Next is the Whatchamacallit. It's the last one we're going through today because there's only 4 left. We see a lot of weird things in this video. It starts off as him talking and getting brushed. And he mentioned the number, and this number is very important, I'm assuming. It's 36,524. He said that was brush strokes to keep him beautiful, but that number must be very important because they would never give us such a precise number unless it relates to something about that character. So for your guesses, make sure you Google that person and that number. Maybe something will come up. The clue package, the cartoon version of it, kind of reminds us of Dr. Seuss. We see rainbows, those weird kind of shaped trees. We see he made a phone out of his shoe. Whatchamacallit went ahead and started growing, and then the men in black started flying around him in green planes. As he's flying away with balloons, we see a golden steps going up. We see a upside down purple house. And then he mentions how his mother, something had happened to his mother, or something she got sick, and that he kind of stopped pursuing his dreams to take care of her. But looking in a blue mirror, she said to him that, hey, you need to go forward with your dreams. His childhood clue was a book. I'm going to read this first. It was called Hairy Tales of the Whatchafam by Doodad Doohickey. So we could assume that this guy probably has kids, or he wrote some kind of bedtime storybook. I have no idea. So those are all the clues we have for you guys from last night's episode. Let's go through the pitch correct audio. First, we'll go ahead and play the original audio, and then we'll play our pitch correct audio. Here you go.
I just cracked the case wide open because this clue has an important porpoise to it.
I just cracked the case wide open because this clue has an important porpoise to it.
Light as a feather, heavy on clues. This should help you not confuse.
Light as a feather, heavy on clues. This should help you not confuse.
I appreciate it, Nick. I love a bedtime story, and I'm an open book. So, Ken, you should know exactly who I am.
I appreciate it, Nick. I love a bedtime story, and I'm an open book. So, Ken, you should know exactly who I am.
Got clues. This baby bottle should get your wheels turning. Got clues. This baby bottle should get your wheels turning.
So feel free to comment below who you guys think it is. And I have to tell you, we have our I Knew It pins on sale. We actually just dropped them like $2. So make sure you grab them before we sell out. I think we did like 300 of them, and there's only like maybe 80 left. So get yours before we sell out. And I want to thank you guys for joining me. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you subscribe, you turn on notifications, and you give this video a thumbs up. And I want you to answer in the comment section, with Group C kind of still being a week or 2 weeks from now, what are you going to watch next week? Let me know, okay? Let me know in the comment section. Anyway, I'm Joey. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
This is hard.